Hello, dear listener, and welcome to Zealand. The world in which we are playing in will go to some dark places. The content of this series will therefore be violent and dark in nature, so if you find yourself easily offended or are rather squeamish, please do look away.
Hey guys, gals, and legionnaires, Rycon here, and welcome back to Chapter 5 of Zealand. This is Friends and Foes. We're on Part 4, and that's going to be the final part of this chapter. As the last episode was a mammoth episode, a lot of things went down, and we are in... Well, I'm in the shitter currently, we are all in the shitter, as Triton says. We are in a bad way. I now have both my arms broken. My right leg was shot. It was just a graze, so that's going to be okay. But I have a significant wound on my chest at the moment. So that's still feeling pretty bad. Scott, you're still dealing with your original injuries, but you have a new one.
Broken ribs, and now I have a broken nose.
Yeah.
I was apparently up against Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Apparently,
he might have been a boxer.
Yeah,
he might just well have been a boxer. Jake, you're feeling pretty spry. You feeling alright? Yeah. Nick's been shot.
I got shot.
He actually shot. Yeah, it was through and through, but he was shot by bullet. Bullet did damage to you.
Yep.
Yeah.
How it held a gun, we won't ever work out, but it did in fact shoot it.
Yeah, exactly. And Chloe, you've still got your broken leg.
Yep, still broken.
But obviously, we're in a pretty bad situation right now. We have a psychopath outside, and we have a very strong guy outside. And we are essentially at their whim currently. We have no weapons on us. We are badly injured. We're still alive for the time being.
But yeah, remember, he's not crazy. Remember, he said he's not crazy.
He's not
crazy. We can't call a guy crazy because he's not crazy. Yeah.
Okay, alright, so I'm going to hand that over to Skulk, our menacing madman behind the camera, and we'll see exactly where we're at.
Conductor.
Yes.
He's got a Frenchman's beard, right? Moustache right now.
Stop. You have to change that back. I can't.
He's just like twirling his moustache.
That's very Pringles.
Very Pringles.
And it's gone.
Yeah. Lovely.
Right. So after the excitement of last session,
It's one word.
Yuani will get all of you out of the house. So in the house still is Rycon sitting on the toilet. Not like on the toilet. He's just like
Just sitting.
Resting
on the toilet. And then Nick and Chloe in the stock room, and he'll get Susan, who he already forgot about. Remember Cliff's daughter?
Oh, I remember. I remember. It's the reason why we're in this situation.
Well, no, Cliff killed the guy.
Yes.
Right, so you'll get all of you out. You'll go get the and you'll be under, under guard of the crackhead Max. Not crazy, just on drugs. We'll have like the bullpup on a sling, pointed at you with his right arm. With his left arm, he's still chewing on a piece of flesh that he cut off from the still warm Cliff.
See, the only part I think that's like gross is the fact that skin piece still has like arm hair on it. Like that's
the worst bit.
That's the worst part.
He doesn't mind. He doesn't mind the hair.
That's just sick. No.
Extra texture. Right. He'll come out with the shotgun. He'll put like the 2 rounds back in. The last final round goes in his pocket, and he'll tell you in a very irritated, angry voice that you're all gonna go on the back of his green ute. It's gonna be a tight fit, but you're gonna go on there, and you're gonna be nice. You're gonna be quiet. And you're just going to sit there until you get to Eddie's. If anybody tries anything, Max is going to shoot them, and then Max is going to eat them. If anybody tries to jump off the back of the ute, Max is going to shoot whoever is left on the ute or whoever jumped last, and then Max is going to eat them. Pretty much the takeaway message is, don't piss Yuani off, or Max will eat you.
He's gonna kill us first, right?
If you're lucky, and if Max remembers that he has to kill you before he eats you. Otherwise, he might just take a slice off you.
Technically a better outcome.
Depends what he slices off. He does like sausage and eggs. Take that euphemism as you wish.
Jesus Christ.
After he prods you all along with the shotgun onto the back of the ute, Max again will just twitchily stand guard, and you hope his trigger discipline is better than his, teeth brushing habits.
Are we taking any of the supplies?
We're not
No.
taking shit.
You're not taking anything but the clothes on your back, and Yuani will reach into the
What did
The
you do to
ute?
my backpack?
Huh?
My backpack's on me.
Oh, he would have
There
also.
was.
Yeah, any backpacks he would have said,
Yeah.
leave it.
Okay.
Take him off.
I can't take this off. You're gonna have to help me out. I've got 2 fucking broke arms.
Right, he'll keep a shotgun on you and he goes, Max, take the backpack off. And Max will come up with his big knife and cut it off you.
Okay, alright. I'm trying my best to support my other broken arm with my broken arm that is in the sling currently.
Cast.
Right. While
Cast.
you're all backpackless on the back of the ute, you'll see you want to reach inside the cab, get out a half-empty bottle of Jack Daniels. You'll go back into the batch, and you'll hear a clash of glass, and then you'll see the smoke come out almost immediately. Then he'll walk back as your house for the past 8 days burns to the ground. Hence a little nice fire symbol.
I have my phone on me.
Yeah, that's right. If it's in the pocket, they didn't strip search you.
Okay.
So if you had something actually in your pocket that wasn't visible from the outside, that's fine. Your phone,
Oh, cool.
but they have to tell me now what's in your
I
pocket.
put my phone in my bra.
Phone, wallet, and craft knife.
Is your craft not at all visible from the outside?
Nope.
That's
in my,
fine.
It's in my,
Yeah,
my pockets.
phone and wallet.
Do you have a craft?
But my wallet has a little piece of has a little compass in it, and it has a little. I can prove it to you, but I fucking have a wallet.
Jake, you lost that wallet, remember?
Only today in real life, not in game.
Yeah, so it's got a little compass in it, like a little button compass, and a little fishing line, and what's that? Little fishing things.
Yeah, so
Sinkers and stuff.
if it's in your pocket, they didn't pat you down. If unless if they saw anything like a holster or like a machete or something actually sticking out, they would say drop it. The backpacks, drop it. They would have told you your gumboot armor, drop it. You could be hiding something in there. Otherwise, they just get on the
I
back
can't
of
take
the
any of my stuff off.
someone you can choose. Max takes it off or someone else takes it off.
I'll help take it off.
Okay, alright.
I got steel caps this one.
Before we leave, I say, Ioane, there are chickens in there. Don't let them go to waste.
Who the fuck do I look like? The Colonel? Get in the back of the ute.
Up to you.
Help lift Scott into the ute.
Thank you. I was just trying to get up with my fucking legs.
Right, somebody to help Chloe with only one working leg.
You notice that.
And
A little message pops
I just
up.
thought of a joke, that's
And
why I
Chloe
laughed.
will remember that.
all right, so once you're all in the back of the ute, Max gets inside, and you see him sitting a bit sideways in the door. His back is against it, the passenger door, and his the bullpup is pointed outwards, and the back of the back window of that ute is open. If it can't in real life open, it's smashed open. So either way, he's got his gun pointed at you, all crammed into the back of the ute.
Okay, what is our positioning in the back of the ute? Because ideally I'm trying to rest up in the corner so that I obviously am not going to be bumping around.
You're-
But I also, once we get in there, I want to try and be in a position where I'm able to look directly at Max.
Yeah, there's 6 of you inside that tiny ute. So you're all going to be cramped in there. You're all going to be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It's still drizzling down with rain. So none of you will be. So let's just say, who wants to be closest to the cab and who wants to be closest to the back end of the ute?
No preference.
I'll be close to the cab.
All right.
Yeah, same here. I think it's probably better if we're resting up against that.
left the gun because there's no bullets in it. There's no point.
Okay.
Just I don't want like he finds the thing on me. No, I don't have the gun.
All right. He'll just like walk over to like the back before he gets in. He goes, "You all know the rules?
Yeah.
You all happy with the rules?
Yeah.
Right." And then he gets back inside the ute, and then he takes off and reverses. And as you drive away, you just see that cheap timber of that batch just catch fire, even in a drizzle. All that was it 130 food units you found, a barbecue. That like as you drive away, you hear the explosion of that gas canister just exploding in there.
Then does the fire move to the garage where the barrel of diesel
Eventually it
goes
will,
up?
but it's on your head like fucking TY. You'll just hear a massive explosion.
Those chickens are cooked, man. Those are cooked chickens.
That's like Nando's flame grill, man.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, the thing is, once you hit like up here, you'll just see a smoke ball, fireball just going into the air.
I think that Daisy is probably at our property now.
Oh yeah.
How's Sue?
She is catatonic. She's still like soundly crying, but her eyes are like wide open and she's staring straight ahead. She just like if one of you had to say Sue into the back of the ute, and she would just numbly just get in the ute and then just sit down, staring blankly in front of her. If one of you happened to be right in front of her, she'd just be like blankly staring ahead, like that 1,000-yard stare. You know, there's at the moment nothing going on there. As you drive down, I'll have the roads on just so we can have a good view of how you go. As you guys get down here, just as soon as you're about to leave, can all of you just do a perception check, just flat? So for
I can't. My arms don't work.
so for
18 under.
wait, hang on. Oh, sorry, 18. That's fine. Because I was saying minus 15 for you because you agree was wound of that. Minus 15 for Chloe. Minus 15 for Rycon.
Why do I have minus 15?
Mental grievous wound.
That affects perception?
Yep.
Yes, perception, logic,
Yep. Or
and
mental.
perception, logic,
Roll
and social
abilities.
checks.
Oh,
3 under.
okay, right.
Okay.
Fail.
Fail.
Yeah, same. Fail.
You still
Pass by
pass
3.
three.
Yeah.
As you go down here, you two, who were sitting on, will now say, the driver's side, saw across the heads of whoever sitting on the opposite side of you. As you got for the briefest second, you saw there. You're not sure if it was red or if it was green, but you saw one of them standing there looking, like watching as you just drove past. It was like half a second and you just saw him and like in the distance there, gone.
Assholes. Risk our lives to go and save one of them.
Yeah, what the fuck?
That's why I did the disappointed dad thing.
I mean, it's just an important lesson. I mean, like the thing is, they
I
might have learned that
That are
lesson.
named after colours.
They might have learned that lesson earlier
Don't
than us,
cross
but
mobile swan drives.
it's a lesson that we've learned
I
now.
wanted to get the walkie and go, I retract my last statement to you.
We don't still have the walkies, right?
No.
I wanted,
oh.
like, when he did his last statement
Yeah.
to him, I just wanted to be like, I retract my last statement to you.
Do you do anything with his knowledge, Nick and Triton, or you just go, "Ugh."
Fucking point it out, tell them, and
No, I don't bother.
You just over, hey, Mac Duani, there's a guy there. Who is it? I don't know, it's Mr. Red. Maybe
Got
it's
lots
Mr. Green.
Got lots of guns and stuff.
Right, they go down
Shoot
top road,
rifles.
and like Duani he's doing a fair pace. You can see this man's in a hurry. He's not driving crazy, but he is in a hurry. So he drives down top road,
What
swings.
time is it?
It is now going on to 4. It is getting onto dusk.
Right.
You see, maybe that's why he's in a hurry. He wants to get to Auckland before sunset.
Right.
If only we knew where red and green were, we could totally sell them out.
But this is exactly why, even because we are on friendly terms, they don't
Yeah.
want to say anything because of this exact situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, like the funny thing is, like, you just proved their point.
Oh, they would do the exact same thing to us.
You'd like to say like, yeah, like, oh man, if I just knew where they were, I'd just sell them out. It's like, maybe that's why they didn't tell you where they lived.
Yeah, no, I know that they would be able to handle the situation.
Right.
And then we
But
might be able
the
to
thing is,
jump
if they
out.
did, the relationship would have been completely different. So we might not have had that inkling in the end. We might not have had a stronger sense of loyalty to them.
What if you knew where they lived?
If we had that kind of relation, like, you know, relationship, our relationship would have been on a totally different level at that
Yeah,
stage.
like if things were like different, things
Would have been different.
different.
Yeah.
Ah, who would have thunk?
Right, he goes up here towards Kiowa, swings around, and does the same thing at speed, just like you did Rycon earlier today. Has to like edge around,
The sidewalk type area.
sidewalk around cars, like infected animals and people. He does it a bit more quickly than you do, and the back of that dude swings out a fair bit. So you guys all get jostled around, and
What are his driving checks like?
Amazing.
absolutely amazing.
Fuck you.
Goes up East Coast Road, past where it all started today. Takes on here, starts taking the grass, and it's you like that back of that you just fishtailing all the way through. You guys are thrown around at the back. Whoever's got injuries, it hurts like hell.
You need all of us but one.
Yeah. So you're all in excruciating pain as you get like jostled and thrown around in the back of that dude.
Just gonna guilt trip you for a little while.
And gets back onto East Coast Road, and
I almost got shot.
Yeah.
he's going to zoom in.
Oh no, Jake! Did you almost have something happen to you? You poor thing. I'm so sorry.
Right.
Thank you.
And he goes, and like, it's, other than the fact that it's cold, freezingly so, you're all wet, you're being taken prisoner. It's not the worst of views and the worst of trips once he gets onto the road. Like the cars, like, it's not as clogged and congested by the time he hits here. It's a nice view of the Coromandel,
Beautiful.
rain
Scenic.
on the ocean always looks nice. Sound is peaceful.
Gigantic green cyclist.
And there's a gigantic green cyclist.
Yes.
And you leave your area for the past week behind. You head all the way here, come up past Kawakawa, and once you hit this bend here, the landscape drastically changes. First it just goes quite brown, even worse than like normally does in the winter. And then by the time you hit here, you start hitting charred earth. And the further on you go, the worse it gets. By the time you cross what I think is this stream, it's all just blackened country. All the structures here have burned to the ground. The grass is black. At some, like the closer you get to Cleveton, you can see where the rain hitting. It's still steaming. Like the stone here must still be quite hot from like the fires that's raged here. You last saw it, what was it, 14 days ago, 2 weeks? But it must have been one hell of a blaze because there's not a structure left standing in Cleveton. It's all just blackened. And as you come down here, now this is the road more familiar for you. This is the road you came. You stopped here on West Road when you overlooked
Yeah. The fires initially.
the fires of Cleveland and down here as you escaped from Auckland. And now you see the result of that 2 weeks later. As you head across here, the fire seems to have like died out once it had to go through this thick forest. And things seem a little bit all right once you hit the Whitford Park Road. The rain steadily increases and it looks like good proper Auckland weather. It's grey, it's misty as you go through the Whitford countryside. But once again, once you hit here, you start seeing the blackened and charred ground. The golf course is no longer a golf course. And Whitford Village just does not exist. All of this area has completely burnt to the ground. You can see that all the cars and the automobiles and everything that was clogged here, back in chapter 1 when you came through here, they've been purposefully moved out of the way. So this whole area around Whitford, the roundabout, has been cleaned up with all the cars. You can see like that little Woodford Wharf Road. That's where it seems like everything's just been placed in there and into the petrol station here. They've all just been pushed out so someone can go all the way up to Moritai and people can come down here to Clevedon.
That's where old Frank Maguire is.
This is, around here is where you killed Frank Maguire.
Yeah.
And then you go up here and you get a bit of memories from, I think it was here, where you, on the way down, Jake drove away from that woman with her 2 children, running away from a man sprinting after them.
Yeah, I remember that.
But
They're still running?
we don't know where they've gone to, but we imagine they're still running. Here, where that car overtook you and
I
crashed.
thought it would be funny just seeing like some like dead friggin' bodies just
I don't think it'd be
That would
funny.
be funny?
I don't think it'd be funny.
Funny?
I think this event's changed him.
His mind's cracked.
Yes, the scene goes.
not in character funny. Funny as in like.
Okay.
No, it's not funny out of character. It's upsetting in and out.
And you just drove past and like tried to go, wouldn't it be funny if like they were like dead but still
Oh, fuck,
running?
I'm not talking at all.
And they're like,
Yeah.
how could you, man? Just teasing. Right, so off we keep going. Retracing your route out of Auckland as you try to escape. Up here, once you get to around here, once you the forest seemed to have slowed that fire down until the rains came a week later. And the charring slowly goes away, and by the time you hit this bridge where you saw that figure knelt on the ground, the figure's still there, now much more decayed. You presume it's the same figure. It's lying on its side now, missing an arm. You can see things have been eating away at it. It's green now. It's just
I really
oozing.
want to ask them to stop and see what.
It's just oozing.
It's not going to be there.
I
It's
know.
already decayed, yeah.
Yeah, but if anyone wants to do a minus 30 perception check to see, because his head is facing upwards.
So doing
Oh,
it.
God.
30.
Minus 30.
Yeah, whatever. Let's see if I can get 5.
Oh wait, no. Minus what I've
Close.
got
92.
already. It's a 0.
Natural 1. No, sorry.
That was.
Sorry.
Oh, that's what I was like. What?
I need to get that as well.
Everybody wants
Because my minus 15 would have taken me to -5. So
Natural 1.
Scott,
rolled it, though.
please try. Just fucking try it. Come on.
He already has. He rolled.
No, you.
Me?
Yes, I was talking to you.
Oh, I'm looking at the sky.
fucking try it. You
I
cunt.
don't even see him as we're going past.
I
Actually, no,
pointed
sorry.
out.
I
Oh,
lied.
Scott, I wonder what his hit
I
says.
lied. I've been looking at Max in the front. Like I said when I first got in, I've just been looking at him.
He's blinked twice.
Oh, cool.
Holy
That's good.
This
Okay.
whole time, he's
Okay.
blinked twice.
Good.
Sorry.
His eyes is like bloodshot red, like completely. He's just like keep looking at you like wide-eyed. And like this is like a good half hour, 40-minute trip.
Holy shit.
2 blinks,
Yeah.
and they weren't.
how's that possible?
He's high as fuck.
It was like his left eye after 20 minutes, and then
Yeah.
his right eye the other 20 minutes.
Yeah. Good.
Puani probably said, Max, you don't blink at those fuckers. And he was like,
I'll
okay.
I'll just wink then.
I just,
it's
I've
not
got to
gonna-
do one.
Yeah.
Now the
one at a
other.
time.
I imagine this guy a little bit like Junkrat.
That's
with a gun.
exactly what I've been picturing the entire time.
I just want to like check something.
Normally they blink more because you get dry eyes, so they're like it's
Yeah,
automatic.
but like he's been told that he
Can't.
Can't blink.
can't blink. Yeah.
Okay,
Boy, the doctor.
now all
Don't
of,
blink.
okay,
Blink and you're dead.
all of you, I'll give you this, as you said, because it's something you will all naturally look at, and
How generous.
it's a reaction for anybody who's driven past this road, and we all have, at varying points in our time. I know this tree is here. Let's see if we can just move past that bloody tree, and the thing will resolve itself.
Do we see him?
You see this man just cycling past.
I was looking out for bicycles.
Yes, you see. Okay,
No, I just want a fucking unicycle.
right. You see. Okay, it's hard to see on here, but that's you can see like the city skyline, right?
Yeah.
You all know you can see the sky tower from here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't see the sky tower. You can see the skyline. You can't see the sky tower.
Oh! What the fuck? Did it blast off?
Into space.
It's been a spacecraft all along.
That conspiracy has now been proven.
Okay, Lee.
Oh, hang on. Why is the ruler activating?
I don't know. There's probably a conspiracy that the
it's
Sky
a
Tower is
space
actually a
shuttle.
spaceship.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Are they? Did you just ask if they're robots? Right, guys, focus.
Yeah.
So as you drive by, like, it's just a natural reaction. Oh yeah, there's this guy. Holy crap, the sky tower's missing.
We lost the sky tower.
What else have we lost? And now you're back in. Well, you've always been back. You've always been in Auckland, but now you're like proper Auckland, back in the suburbs, and it looks much worse for wear. As you drive past here, going straight across to Orange
Into
Woods.
my mind, I wonder if my house is still standing.
Maybe because like with the way everything here looks, you sort of doubt it. You like all the way down here, you haven't seen a window intact. You've seen doors flung open. Like every 10th house is either burnt to the ground, or something has caused it to just crumble to the ground. There are cars smashed into other cars. Cars wrapped themselves around lampposts. Cars into other houses. You see a truck that's fallen over. Once you get onto Botany Road, this area here is completely burned down because as you look across, you see that a petrol tank truck, the remains of it is just lying there. On
its side?
Yeah, and burned to a crisp.
Right.
Toasty.
You could just see the green of a
Well, I was more
specific petrol
Company.
Yeah. If it
they
crashed,
did it
or if
again.
It was put there.
crashed and then went
Right.
kaboom.
There's bloody oil spills.
So the oil
Yeah.
tankers are white.
They've got
the
green
green
logos on them
Yeah.
Yeah.
of this nameless, fictional, green logoed
Yeah.
petrol
Yes.
company.
Frickin' PB.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And as you drive up through Aviemore Drive, you see much of the same. There is a whole lot of destruction. And the whole way through, you have...
I used to live along Aviemore Drive. I'd probably look out in the direction of my old home and reminisce.
Yeah.
And then
You
go,
also see... Well, it's almost like it's a different sort of landscape. Out where you saw mostly living infected. The plague. You saw a lot of large animals infected. Here, you see mostly just the shambling ones, the slow ones. They're around every corner. They're walking out of houses as if coming to pick up the morning paper, and they just shuffle slowly through every noise. That's the only real noise you hear. You think sometimes you can hear something the difference, but you're just not sure. It's just quiet, except
other
for
than the hum of the engine.
other than the hum of the engine, and there are no large animals. What you do, however, see as you go through all the way across Aviemore, you see a lot of cats sitting on the side of the road, not moving, just watching the car go past. Not a sound. Some of those cats are missing half their bodies. Some are just have their faces ripped off. You see you see a poodle missing its back end, just crawling on two legs as you go past. As you drive up here, Aviemore, you get to this little park. You see a big Labrador just trying to fight something, and as you drove past, and he slows down to go around cars. You go, what the hell is that Labrador trying to fight? It's still alive. You could hear it crying out in pain, and then you notice that you thought it was a grey Labrador. It ain't a grey Labrador. It's covered in rats, slowly eating it alive. And then you drive past as you watch a horde of infected rats just devour this dog alive.
Okay.
But it's a dead dog, right?
Well, now it is. Who knows if it'll stay that way? And then you drive up.
Just as we get to there,
Mm-hmm.
I look to my right, and what's happening there?
What do you mean to your right? Here?
No, there's a car yard there, and I'm trying to think that this is the street over.
This?
Yeah,
You want to look down that way?
yeah.
Oh,
But also the
right.
houses in that area there. Oh, you got the Freemasons building right there.
They look as decayed as everything else. However, you can see that once you get... Oh, what's it? Where am I? Oh wait, no, we're way too far. You do see that this area here seems much cleaner than everything else. You see that as you get here, these shops here, they've had some work done. Wooden, the windows have all been boarded up. You see that there's been an attempt at a fence you guys had to be strung across between this area. You presume this is the countdown up here is a countdown. This is the area
There's
that
a counter there.
He
and a
told-
countdown
he
down.
there and
to us
there.
about,
You
yeah.
assume this is the area that Cliff
Yeah.
talked to you about. That is where he stayed. Just like these cards here, you can see they all form. They're all parked in a nice, neat line, almost like a barricade around here. Unfortunately, you can still see infected going in through them. No other things appear to be moving other than slow, shambling humans and small animals. And you no, you don't carry on. You hang a left here past the school, which is burnt to a crisp. Some naughty school child probably took advantage of the chaos and tore that down. In here, you see this area has been fenced off, where this little shopping area is, and once again, a line of cars are parked across behind the fence. And you turn up Pigeon Mountain Road, and you see it says Pigeon Mountain Road, and you know this is coming to the end
Is it
of your
dark?
journey.
Do we want to have a look just on that corner on Street View, just so we can give the viewers an idea of what Pigeon Mountain / Eddie's Rock looks like?
Is it dark now?
It is. It is
I can actually see it
almost.
from here.
Oh!
Oh, hello,
What did you
Pixel
do?
Hedge.
Okay. There are trees in the way.
Yes, there are trees in the way. We can't see Pigeon Mountain.
Where's
from here,
Pigeon? I don't think I've ever seen Pigeon.
Let's move this way. Let's move. Oh, bloody hell!
We're
This
jumping into hyperspace.
hyperspace. Pigeon Mountain is
Yeah,
behind
but-
here.
Yeah, I mean, you can best see it on the kind of like the more northern side of it.
Yeah.
But
We will
yeah.
exit screen view
I guess we'll
and
see it.
take
We'll
you
get to it eventually. Oh,
exit ground view as well. And we'll exit ground view again.
we're just
And
teleporting around. Okay.
we are.
Yeah. There we go.
we will go here
yes,
where
so
there
yeah.
are no trees to give you a good view of Pigeon Mountain.
Let's see.
Okay, now if it plays along, that
Oh, there we
little
go, we
thing.
can see it in the
Is that a
distance.
mountain?
It's a mountain by how it standards.
It's
It
it's
actually
called
looks a lot bigger than that when you're there.
It is.
It's a
Yeah. Once
hill.
once you're actually on
because
it, you
remember,
can
like see the
it.
hill keeps going down here. Yeah.
Okay, I guess.
The other thing is it's an extinct volcano.
They're all
Oh.
extinct volcanoes.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no,
Well,
most of them are
dormant. We should call it dormant.
Like 150 or some shit.
Okay. One thing you do notice is no trees.
Okay.
All the trees have been like cut down. We're just going to exit street view, exit ground view. Come on, come on, come on. Here we go. So I can show you here. So on here, all the trees around here have been cut off, and a line of containers and buses have been parked all the way around it, forming that wall that Cliff told you about. This area here, around this little car park, is a line of camper vans. And you can see strung around the camper vans are fencing, and you can see that's orange and white things they use for like to block off like roads, you
With
know,
like water or
with
sand.
that water and
yeah.
sand, you know, those things.
Yeah.
They've been parked on the outside to shore up that fencing. You stop here and you see across here more like trucks and buses and things have been parked across there, blocking off that access. And you presume probably, most likely on the other end, have as well. You couldn't quite see across what happens here because this line of trees is still there, and of course this line of trees. But you do stop here, and the ute turns in and drives across here, and you can see sort of a little car parky area has been formed here, just on the grass with like some all types of pickups. There's like 6 pickups here, and as you look up, you can see that there's tents on top, like all over Pigeon Mountain on top of this. And this is where Yuani stops. And he gets out. Max blinks. He gets out. Still shaking. And then Yuani now with a shotgun says, "Off the ute."
Get off the ute.
You guys are at the back, so yeah, look at
Yeah.
you all at the
Get
back.
off and then help. Man, move and man, so off.
You.
Okay, so once you do get off, you can see that in this area, there's what looks to be tilling of the field. It looks like someone is starting a farm. Probably since you know it's the middle of winter, probably just getting the soil tilled. You can see with this through here, this line of caravans, and in this building, you can see movement, and you can see people with like raincoats and things just like peeking out and around like through the fencing and things. And looking above you can see on top of this line of containers and buses, you can see blokes walking, and they've got shotguns. Some have hunting rifles. You see a few of the bullpups. Some which has got revolvers, and you can see there's also on top of these camper vans and on top of the houses here. There's only about like 3 or 4 here. Well, there's like a good 10 on patrol around around Eddie's Rock itself. And once you're off, Max kind of goes up to Ioane. You see he tries to whisper, he can't. He's like, I need to take him to Eddie. I need to take him to Eddie. And
Do I still have my crutch?
yeah, you could still get your crutch. And Max, and Ioane goes, just shut the fuck up. We'll take him to Eddie. Because Eddie needs to give it to me. He needs to get him. I haven't had it in a while. He like stamps his feet. And you can see his like finger still on that trigger as he's just like, damn it. And Max and Ioane just shut the fuck up. We'll go to Eddie. And Max just like starts waving the gun at you, and he goes, "Get up to fucking Eddie!" And Ioane just points to like a gap in between a bus and a container where you know those fence door, like the fence swing doors you've got at like construction sites.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, a guy behind there, like opens it, and you see he's just got like swastika tattoos. He's got like SS on his forehead. You can see he's probably like a prison white supremacist. He just looks you all over and looks at Ioane and goes, "Coke, what's this?" And Ioane goes, "Shut the fuck up, white bread. This is for Eddie." And the guy goes, "Fuck, I ain't get paid enough for this." He goes, "Get your asses up to Eddie." You see a path has been walked to the top. It kind of curves around Pigeon Mountain up towards like this like tent. And you see like in the middle it's like a big marquee tent. Maybe they stole it from like a tiny circus or something. But it looks like a flat top. And you see more what you presume to be criminals and things in here. A lot of them's got like what looks like prison tats. You see a whole lot of women here. And some look also like prisoners. Others look like they don't have a choice to be here. You see some, usually like teenagers, like just doing the work, chores and stuff. A whole lot of them's got like bruises everywhere. You see they're just like trying to like wash clothes, and even in the rain, just tidy up while the prisoners just like hang around and talk bullshit. As you walk closer, you get like that whiff of many different drugs being taken. Marijuana. If anybody know what meth smells like when it's being smoked, you get a nice that chemically tangy odor, and then you're led into the big top, which the front of it is like its own little room, and you see a man behind like a very very nice wooden desk. He's got a little plush armchair. He's seated and he stands up when you can see, and he is shorter than any of you. He is plump.
Really?
Yep.
Aye. Bloody hell.
He gets to like you look at like the top of his head. So he's fairly short. He's a plump man. He's like bald on top, clean shaven, in a business suit.
Of course, yes.
And he goes, hello, what have we got here? A jubilant little man, he is. And Ioane says, they had Cliff. And he goes, The man says, well, where's Cliffy? Come on, show us Cliffy. Show the man in here. Come on. I didn't send all you muppets out there for nothing. Come on, give me Cliffy. And Max says, Cliffy's dead, Eddie. Like, I'm sorry, what? Did you say you killed Cliffy? He goes, Cliffy don't want to come, Eddie, please. I just need a little bit. Please, Eddie. He goes, my big island friend, is Cliffy dead? And Ioane goes, yes, boss. Cliffy's dead. And he takes, from what you didn't see he did, he takes a hand, severed hand out and puts it like on a table. Cliff's. Yeah. Well, I think some payments in order then. And he goes and gets like a big aluminium wrapped package and he just passes one to Max, passes one to Ioane. He says, enjoy it, my friends, enjoy it. Go have yourselves a little lass, go have yourself a little pussy. Enjoy yourselves tonight, you did a good job. Right, you come back for me every time you want some more. I'll take care of you. Now, go ahead. I've got myself some new friend. Oh, I see I got myself an old friend here as well. He sees Susan and she like just shrinks. She shrinks away from him. He goes, well, I think introductions are in order between friends. I mean, we are friends, right? What? Eddie's your friend, innit? Come on, come on. Which little cat got your tongue? Come on, talk up. Eddie's here.
You.
Right, you my friend. You're in a bit of a sorry state. Who are you?
I'm a little sore. My name's Frank.
Hello, Frank. My name's Ernest. I think we'll get on well together, don't you think? Right, come on, lady. Who are you?
Scott.
All right, Scott. Some of my best friends are Scottish. Won't have a bad word said about them from me. Right.
Oh, I'm assuming that we're standing in this order then, are we?
You're standing in this order. Fine, sure. Cosmic coincidence.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's go, big guy. Who are you? Come on, introduce yourself to old Eddie.
Jake.
Jake. Right, I hope you're not a snake, though. Hey, no? No, I think you're good. Right, come on, Red.
Well, this guy's got a good sense of humour.
Nick. All right, ain't got shit for Nick. I'm sorry. I'll get back to you, though. Right? Hey, come on, Crutchy.
It's Chloe.
Right. I can't put it in my heart to just insult a lady that's in such a shit condition. So just take yourself a seat, right? Just go. Let's just see. Right, sit yourself down. Us gents will just stand. Right, Susan. I'll get to you in a bit. Right, you go wait outside, Susan. No, don't give me that look, Susan. Outside. That's better. Right, my friends. As Susan walks out. What brings you to Eddie's? What can Eddie do for you? Man of the people? Myself? I take good care of mine. What can I do for you? Come on, don't everyone speak up all at once. Come on.
Let's go. No.
Well, we kind of find ourselves here.
Well, everyone finds themselves here, and I find everyone. That's just me, right? I go out, I find the lost, the weary, the needy, as the good book says, you know, man of the church himself. And I take care of them. So how can I take care of you?
We're a little sore.
Are not rest and relax. Say no more.
We ended up on bad terms with your people.
Yeah. Angry fellas, innit? Wouldn't cross them of you. They were in prison, you know, right? They was in the neck. Don't know what they went in for. I didn't ask. They didn't tell. No, ask me no questions. I'll tell you no lies. That's my motto in life. But yeah, I'd stay away from this, especially that little fella. I think he eats people. Never seen him, but I think he eats people. So
I looked down the line at everyone.
It's sort of off-putting. It's not exactly what I expected.
What is it that you want from us? Obviously, nothing's free in this world.
now, my friend, I, like my good friend Karl Marx, just believes everyone should work together, you know? None of this hierarchy business. I'm just on top, of this mountain, because, you know, I'm a short fella, just evens it out a bit. You know, can't have all the big people on top. I just manage everything. You all just, you know, pool our resources together, work together, and we're all stronger for it, you know? What did that, oh man, what was that silly fella spaceship show? Right, pointy ears and shit, right? He said,
Star Trek.
oh, you sure wasn't I don't know, some fuckers fucking each other. Said to everyone to his needs, from everyone to his ability. Yeah, right? That's all like, fuck, I forgot his name. He stares blankly into space for like a good minute.
Okay, is this him or is this you?
I know who Spock is.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure.
Right, so, what can I do for you? Come on, there must be something I can do for you, and then we'll get to what you can do for me.
Okay, use some medical attention.
All right, I think we got ourselves a doctor. I think he's a vet, but, I mean...
We're all animals.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I mean, we sure fuck like him. Right, we get you a doctor, get you some R&R,
I hate this guy so much.
and then once you're back on your feet, we'll have a bit of a chat. Right? So, how about you four go find yourself a vet, just talk to someone outside. I think any of the men with the, you know, but all that Nazi shit should be able to send you to a vet. They get to him enough. And you, big and meaty, I think you don't need a doctor at the moment. We can have a wee bit of a chat, a wee bit of a chin wag. All the rest, you go find yourself a doctor.
I'm thinking of faking a cough, but yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
You guys gave me shit for not being hurt, but now I'm probably gonna be in the fucking shit.
Oh yeah, no. It's karma.
Cosmic
Yeah.
karma for being.
Karma. You didn't get
Textbook.
hurt, so you get hurt the most now.
Right, so he goes, "Oi, any of you crowd bastards outside?" And one guy with like a big HH on his left cheek leans in. "Yeah, boss." He goes, "I think these guys need to see the doc. How you take these four lovelies outside, get them to your vet, get them all patched up, maybe give them a bit of a, you know, we'll get them back on their feet."
You gotta get your addicted to drugs.
Best birthday ever!
It's
It's still your birthday.
It's still your birthday.
Oh,
It's my
wow.
birthday tomorrow, which so it's freaking fantastic. It's great for us.
He goes, "All right, boss."
I don't do that because that would hurt a lot.
Yeah. Thanks, birthday.
Like if I could do this, I'm just sort of like
Yeah.
falls
Yeah.
over at the forearm.
Oh, humorous up here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. When he goes, "All right, let's go." Do you four get up and go?
I look towards
I
Jake.
thought we were already standing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I look towards Jake and I do give him like a
Happy
Take from him what you want.
birthday to you.
I can't tell you what I was meaning by it, but I give you that look in my eyes and I just
Okay, and as you four leave and you go to like a tent, it's still on top, but where it's over here, you go all the way over here, and you see like it's almost like one of those wedding tents, party tents. It's a rectangular tent. It's about the size of this room. It seems that it's just been like camp beds just been lined up, and you see quite a few like men and women on there, and you see a like early 30s guy, and he's got the white coat, although it's got more. It's almost more red than white now. And he goes, "What do you want?" He says tiredly. The guy goes, "Eddie says these guys need attention. Sort the shit out."
That's why I went to have medical insurance.
Right. And then the guy then just says, "Right, look, there's a few empty beds. Just go sit yourself down." And he goes, looks around. He like just gives you like piece of paper and handwritten on it, and it looks like been photocopied. It just says, "Where does it hurt? What do you need?" Tell just those two things, like half a page each. It looks like someone just photocopied his handwriting and just fill this out. Just find some pens. All right, I'll deal with you in a bit. He looks like not drugged. He just looks super tired. There's like bags under his eyes. He's like, Just fine. Just write it down. I'll get back to you. Right, and you four go sit down and settle, and then back up onto the big top with Eddie.
Can I just break my leg right here and follow this?
Are there guards in here?
Not in here. Although with the setting sun hitting the white of this thing, you can see standing shadows outside the tent.
I just peek in my shirt and check my phone. And do I have reception?
No.
Okay, just had to check.
Hopefully you don't have any alarm set.
No, I do not, and it's on silent. I'm not stupid.
Right. Alright, big and meaty. Well, you Jake the Snake. That's right, Jake the Snake. Now, I do sort of need me a snake in the grass. So I got a job, and you, I don't know, you seem able. I hope you're able. For your friend's sakes, you better be fucking able. I got myself a problem. My problem's some fucking black American, no fucking clue where he came from.
Easy.
But that fuckwit is taking my shit. Now I know he's over there on One Tree Hill. He's got his own little setup, his own little congregation of the faithful. I need him to stop being a problem.
What's he doing?
He's taking resources that I want.
Where from?
Fucking Auckland. It's mine, and he's fucking taking it. Right? You'll see my men, if you go down and visit your friend of the vets, right? There's my men injured in there because of that fucking... Now, I ain't taking that shit, and you're going to help sort out that problem. Right? Got a few men who ain't too fucking hopped up on drugs. You're going to go have a fucking look over there.
You said ain't, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet.
Where was I? Ain't fucking hopped up on drugs. Going to have a look over there. Going to go join him. Your friend's going to stay here. And we're going to see what we can do about that fucking Leroy. Right? You up for it? You're a friend of Eddie's?
Yeah.
Right, then Eddie's a friend to you. Right, now, it's getting late at night, and Auckland's no longer a safe place at night. Friend Leroy, someone fucking else out there. So, go find yourself a bed. Don't rightly give a shit where. Just go have yourself a kip. In the morning, I'm sure someone will find you. And then you can go have a look at Leroy. Alright?
Okay.
Right. And the better you do, the better it goes for you. Same with your friends. The better you do, the better it goes with your mates. The worse you do, you fuck up. Max ain't the only one that eats people around here. A lot of my boys have got a liking for human flesh. It's good for you, the vet says. And they like it. Right? So word to the wise, if someone offers you some pork around here, I'd stay away from it. But you fuck up, and your mates can become fucking meatballs for my mates. Because if you ain't a friend to Eddie, Eddie ain't no friend to you. Now, fuck off, go find yourself a place to sleep.
Find myself a place to sleep. Yeah.
Back at the vet. Right, with the vet, we'll just quickly go over the vet. Do you actually write down your proper problems?
I attempt to write down. I've got two.
Assuming someone writes for you.
Yeah,
Okay,
someone
thank. I
write.
say I make sure to say fucking. So 2 fucking broken arms.
Yeah.
Yeah, just dictate, Scott.
Yeah.
Fucking broken arms.
Yeah. I dictate
I
as he
just
says.
try. I have a broken leg, but I'll be fine if I just get a crutch.
Yes, just write what I.
Right, yeah. So, but you just you go.
I-
Gunshot.
Gun
Shot.
ribs and broken nose.
Right, he looks at it.
And ginger.
It's a medical problem.
Son, there's no fix for that.
What did you say?
Just a bullet.
They're just gonna give us drugs.
Ginger. His issue is ginger.
Ginger. Right. He looks at it and he shuffles. He puts a few down. And he goes. He warily casts your eyes over you and goes. Which one of you shot? Right. He takes like the coat off, puts on some gloves. He goes, oh, fuck, what am I doing? Takes like, about to take it off, goes, oh fuck it. Reaches in a desk. You can just see him like scrabbling around. He pulls out and it's like his whole finger's completely like white with powder. He just like licks it off, gets a bit more. Right. Okay, who's chop? Right.
Holy shit!
He goes and he gets some.
I don't trust this man.
He gets some like what looks like a medical kit. He gets what just looks like a cut off piece of a belt. He just says, just bite on this, right?
Oh boy.
And then he just sews, like he just like picks his finger in there. You hope it's not the one that just got coated in whatever he was like licking.
Yeah.
Like,
Flower.
yeah, feels around, right? No, but I don't think it hit anything. Right, we'll just sew you up. Sews you up.
Yeah.
Hurts like hell, you know, everything you like fight down. Arrgh! He does. Like picks up a bottle, flicks it, pulls like out something. He goes, "Are you allergic to anything?" And then just sticks it in before you answer. Right.
God.
And now I'm addicted to Mentats.
Right. And like you go, oh fuck, and like it's like 20 seconds later, you're like, oh fuck, oh yeah,
Oh.
oh yeah,
Morphing.
and you fall asleep. And you go, right, who's got the broken nose?
The
Right,
one with blood all over his face, maybe.
and he like holds up and goes, you want something? He shakes like the
Shakes the
injection.
thing that's already been used.
You want something?
No.
Right. Looks back at his desk. Right. I think you've got the broken arms. I don't see anything wrong with your legs.
Yeah, the left is fresh, the right's set.
Right, this is going to take some time.
Ooh.
And he goes and he like tries and sets the bone, and he like look. He actually like he goes and gets a proper like cast kit
Okay.
with like the plaster and everything, and he takes his time. It's like it looks pretty good work.
Okay.
Or like there's right, and he goes, "I'll just leave the cement. Can't be fucked."
That's fine by me.
All right, and he goes, and you see him reach for the bottle, and he pulls out another injection. Right, are you allergic to anything? Stabs you in like the breast
Oh, so through the cast, or like where on my arm does he stab me?
and the
'Cause
breast.
in the breast. Sorry, because I was going to ask how much pain am I feeling.
Oh, a lot, like a
Okay.
lot. So he just like stabs into your chest before you answer. You recognise it's the same needle that went into Nick.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask
Yeah,
that.
great,
Clean.
fantastic. I kind of like I look over towards Scott just before because I know what's kind of happening.
Your
and I just,
hair and your beard start going ginger.
I just
Brothers.
yeah, give you a little wink.
Oh yeah.
Or not.
He looks at him and goes,
Yeah.
"Nick's inside me."
Right, and he comes
And who
over to
knows
you,
else?
and it's like
Yeah,
he
who
holds the
knows who
bottle. He
else?
goes, "It's not much left. You want any?"
Hell yeah, homie.
Okay. Allergic to anything?
And the
Stab.
I hope not.
Right, he stabs him. As you say, I hope not.
bullets.
Fuck yeah, hope not too. He
Really
walks
hope
off.
It was morphine.
Yeah, he throws a bottle like
I've-
into a trash, but and you see him like get another one. He goes,
Could be heroin.
"Anyone fucking else?" No one answers. He goes, "Fantastic," and he like injects himself,
I like this guy.
and he like falls asleep.
Fucking nightmare. Jesus Christ.
Right.
I make sure they're all resting, like properly, and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Oh, they all like just
Roll
collapse.
with it.
Wait, so
guys.
he just-
roll with it.
I'm assuming it wasn't like just like icing sugar he took to give him energy,
No.
and then takes fucking morphine to put himself to sleep like 7 minutes afterwards.
Oh yeah.
He's
Rockstar.
He's up and down, and then he's gonna be up again in the
I didn't
morning.
realize our doctor was Mick Jagger.
yeah. We should have looked at the lips more closely.
Yeah.
We didn't.
All right.
That's why I wanted Cliff dead. Cliff Richardson.
Yeah, Cliff Richards and fucking Mick Jagger. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
How soundly do Oh, this is role playing. How soundly do we sleep?
Very well, except for you, Triton. Halfway through the night, Susan comes in, and her face has been beaten to shit. And she just finds herself a cot and falls asleep.
I don't sleep much.
You couldn't just let us have the fun we get on drugs moment. Could you?
No. And in the morning, Jake, where you found a place to sleep, you're awoken by three blokes. They all look not quite right. They're all a bit on the lean side. They've got a bit of a pot belly, a beer belly, and they're all tattooed, and they're all white. They're not all Nazis. One's a Nazi, but the other one's got all the races have got gang tats, and they're all packing.
They could be. They could just.
They could be undercover
wearing it.
Nazis, because that's what the Nazis do.
Yes.
And they say, Eddie said you're coming with us.
Yeah. I get up.
Right. One passes your shotgun back to you. You'll need this.
Check it if it's got some shells in it.
Both.
Any more?
Oh yeah. If you ask any more, he goes, last one.
Take it.
Right, you know if you shoot us,
them,
what
right?
happens.
Yes, yeah, I shoot them right now.
Yeah. Oh, he's like the guy goes, he goes, you know what happens if you shoot us, right?
Everyone dies.
Exactly. Right, so you know where we're going?
One tree hill.
Close enough.
There's no tree hill right now.
We're just going to have a look, have a gander, we'll come back. Right, we see any of them, we shoot them. You see anybody out there, and we don't know, you shoot them. Right? So pretty much where we're going, if it's not either of us three, you fucking shoot them. We
What
don't
else
ask
we bring?
questions.
What else we're bringing with us?
That.
How many people are going with me? What are we driving? No, I'm asking you the DM, not them. Like,
No, like-
hey
like-
guys, what are we taking? What do they have on them? What else are we taking?
Right.
Because One Tree Hill's not that close, is it?
No, it's
No.
past Onehunga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like really far, but it's
It's
without
about
the traffic, it's
20 minutes.
Yeah, without traffic, it's not that far.
Hmm.
Nowadays, it's
It's not exactly
Takes
still. It's not
longer.
that. It's not like it's close.
Yeah, so they walk you down back to here, where you see a Ford Ranger, and you can see it's been spray painted. The approximation of what these blokes think urban camo should look like. So it's grey, various greys and blacks and
looks like a really weird cow.
beiges.
What was it like originally?
You can't tell. It's been completely covered.
Oh,
Like if you walk past, you just chip it. You go, no shit, it's metallic red. But yeah, so and you can see the back of it, and they go in, they pass you like a knife, and they say, we don't take any food out because we come back in a day. And then that's where we end the chapter. As you guys all are awoken, shook awake by someone. That's the vet.
At the same time?
He goes around and goes, "Oi, wake up!" And for for you, Chloe.
Okay.
For Nick. Oh, and not for you.
How
You
old
wake.
Did how old did I sleep?
No, you maybe a wink,
Okay.
but definitely not 40.
Yeah.
Rycon, you're awoken. You two are over. He's like, oh shit, fuck it. Oh, shit. He walks over. You two go, shit, wake up.
Okay, I didn't have that much.
He had no idea how much was left in that thing when he gave it to you.
There wasn't that much though. You said there's a little bit left when he shook it.
He said, oh, there's a little bit left. Okay, in character, he said there's a little bit left.
There was.
He goes back, he goes, shit. He pulls another thing, he goes, are they allergic to anything? No? Good. And wakes you both up, you're like, shit, what's going on? You both are hyper as shit. You go, now you're awake.
What did he actually?
Epinephrine.
Now, adrenaline.
Oh, okay. I don't know how to handle that one.
Jesus Christ. Okay, and with that, we're
We ain't. So,
with sunrise.
Jake's gonna go out, you are gonna stay in, so plans can be made before the next chapter.
Yeah, and it's now my birthday, so cool.
And you wake up on your birthday watching your friends being awoken from what might be a chemical-induced coma by adrenaline, by a vet who you think is once again on coke.
Yeah.
You could have just given us
Yeah.
speed. I mean, that's the more reasonable
And to
thing
think we
to
started
do.
the day with you with a boiled egg and a candle. And we thought that was going to be the lowest point.
That was the high point.
That was the high. That was definitely the high point. We're obviously
No,
in
the
a,
high point was game job.
yeah, that was definitely the high point. No, we're in a pretty bad situation right now. A very, very bad situation. A lot of us are very close to. Well, I mean, we're alive, but Yeah, are you crossing everything off? Like,
Crosses items.
just all the items. Well, that's the thing is,
Nothing.
yeah, all the work, everything that we've put into our survival over the last few days, the connections that we've made,
You lost control of the stock.
we've lost everything. But we still have each other. Well, actually, no, we don't have Jake. So we don't have all
We're
of
gonna
us.
lose him soon.
And we've got.
I still have two things.
You still have two things. You have your
Craft knife.
craft knife and phone. Well, we're gonna have to MacGyver ourselves out of this situation, and Triton here is gonna be the one to do it with a phone and a craft knife. So
Yeah.
we'll find out.
With that, you can start a fire. So.
There we go. Exactly. It will make it explode or something. It'll be great. But that's going to be in the next one. We've survived for now. This was chapter 5. Friends and foes. Be sure to come along to the live stream. We've collected a few bloopers from this episode. That wasn't one of them. That was planned. But come along. Say hello. It's going to be happening this weekend. So do come along, ask your questions. I'm sure you're going to have plenty of questions and even more comments to make after the last few days because, 2020 hindsight's really good. We're still alive. That's the main thing. We're still alive, but we have no idea what this is going to take us.
I've still got a broken nose.
Yeah.
I'm sure the Doc has some.
He's got a plan for
You
that.
go.
I'm sure.
I don't want him to
I
touch
just
it.
want
want
some
some
to-
allergic.
That's a job for Nick.
Yeah. Well, he's hyped enough to do it, right? Yeah, sure. The guy's been
I
shot
trust
at.
him hyped up more than this doctor.
Yeah, okay. Well, thank you for joining us. This has been a hell of a chapter for us, and we're going to have to recover some in real life over this. But I hope you'll join us in the next. I've been Rycon. This has been Scott, Triton, Andrews. This has been Jake. This has been Nick, Chloe, and the ever so devious Skullcar DM. So thank you very much. I've been Rycon. You've all been awesome. And until next time, stay breathing.
That is going to wrap us up for the chapter, a chapter that started out so mundane for us, and yet now we find ourselves in a very, very dark place, injured beyond what we probably could have thought was possible when we first started this. There are going to be some dark days ahead for us, and we are in a very dark corner of the world, but we are still breathing. We have each other for now, and hopefully that's going to be enough to motivate us to push through this and to keep on fighting, to survive. It certainly isn't going to be easy in a place such as this, but we are going to do our very, very best. Now, there have been a lot of changes to Zealand since this chapter has come out. If you're up to date, the beta is now up to 5.0, and mechanically Zealand is a very different game. By playing these chapters, by playing it out like this, we are learning what is fun, what works, what doesn't, and obviously your feedback in the comments really helps as well. So if you haven't seen those updated changes, I recommend you check them out because in terms of how things played out this chapter, things are running a little differently now. Unfortunately, the live stream that I did mention at the end of this won't be going ahead as I am going to be out of the country, but once I return, it is going to be rescheduled alongside with the town hall as well, so you have that to look forward to. And it's going to be more of a meetup and more of a summit, not just for one chapter, but a chance for us to discuss Zealand and where it's going and where we're at in terms of finishing up. But that is going to do me for my final words of the day. Thank you all for watching this chapter. Please do join us in the next one. I have been Rycon. You have all been awesome. And until next time, stay breathing.